Hey everybody, Blaine Sumner here, bringing you week 3 of my training for 2016 USAPL Nationals prep. Trying to improve on my video week by week for you guys. This week my goal was to not blow everyone's eardrums out by trimming down the sound on all my training clips. Sometimes I forget to do it on all of them. I think I did it this time. I've also been getting the copyright notice for the music I'm trying to put in there. It even picks it up from the training clips, so maybe I'm just going to try and talk the whole time so it covers up the music. Anyways, comments and suggestions are always welcome in the comments. So day 1 here, first up was equip squat, followed by football bench, and then sumo RDLs. This 937 here, this is generally my last warm-up in meets. At the Arnold, I opened with this just to be safe, but this is my 3rd week in the suit. It's starting to feel a little bit better. Getting a little more broken in, a little more flexible, stretchy, how I like it. Saying a little sweet nothings to the bar right there. And here's the 1003 from this week. If you guys follow the Instagram, you already saw this, but again, just a time-lapse, sped-up video here showing that you can do all this stuff by yourself. It's not ideal, but it's doable. I'm a horrible knee wrapper on myself because I'm so inflexible. Can't keep my knee locked, can't keep my knee straight, can't get my wraps tight. Anyways, 1,003 pounds coming up right here. This is kind of the first week where I started to feel a little bit more recovered from the Arnold. 1,003 didn't feel too heavy on my back. It moved really well. My depth was good. So starting to kind of feel like I'm getting my feet back under me from the Arnold. So here we go to 1,003. Coming down. My knees came forward at the bottom more than I would like right there, but it helped me get the depth. I smoked it. Felt really good. Really happy with the speed that it came up with. Get a little hypey. Got to. I've been using the open barbell too. You can kind of see it there next to the squat stands. I really don't have any conclusions right now. I've just been using it to track data and been gathering information. Maybe I'll come up with some conclusions here soon, but really using this to track my velocity, and I also really like the range of motion feature that it has. So they're wrapped up my squats. Next exercise of the day was, I call it the football bench presses. I keep my feet up, no arch, I don't pull my shoulders back, I get a narrower grip. The reason I call them football bench presses is because football players have no technique when they're trying to bench press, so I try to have as little technique as I can here. People were asking about the band that I put around my wrist here, and it wasn't to let myself know when to stop. It's just the purpose of doing these with the Spoto pause is to make sure you feel the lats engaged. And so the little band around the wrists forces you to keep your hands apart and engage your lats. Conventional RDLs right here. I think I put sumo RDLs in the title, but these are obviously conventional deadlifts. My back pump's been really bad lately. Usually happens when I eat more carbs, honestly, throughout the day. So later on in the week, I cut my carbs back. I backloaded until after my training. But I always like to finish off my deadlift exercises with some shrugs. Back pump is brutal right there. Day 3 here, first up conventional deadlift, followed by pin bench press, and finally ultra high bar pin squat. So on my conventional deadlifts, I'm going back to over under this week on my grip instead of the hook grip. I like it a lot more. I think I can hold on to more weight with the over under as opposed to the hook. You know, my legs are so big that the bar stays so far out in front of me, so when I go to lock out and pull my shoulders back with a double overhand hook grip, the bar kind of peels itself out of my hands. So just going back to over under, I haven't pulled this way in probably 6 months or more, but felt good. Felt real good. I'll keep doing the over under on my conventionals for now. Get a little psyched up. Here's my halted deadlifts for the week. If you've been following, I do these twice a week. Once on my conventional day, once on my sumo day. I don't know if I post all the videos, but I set some PVC pipes there because that's just as high as I want to pull it. Focusing on speed and form off the floor. So just pull it up until it hits the PVC pipes. That was 805 there. Felt pretty good. Next exercise of the day was pin presses with soft equipment, as I call it, just something like a slingshot will work. This is a pretty big PR for me right here. It's just 584 for a couple sets of 5 that I did on this day. And again, this is an absolutely outstanding exercise for both the raw and the shirted bench press. It kind of hits that transition range of motion for both of them. Start from static, it makes it a lot harder. And day 3 and day 4 here, I'm going to be out of town this weekend for some work stuff. So I had to condense days 3 and 4 together. So I just took my top priority lift from each day and made sure that I got those done. So top priority lift from day 3 is my raw squats. Top priority lift from day 4 is my quick bench. So I worked those in on the same day since I only had 3 days this week to train. And this was right after day 2, so usually I like a day in between my days, or a rest day in between my days, but I didn't have it this week, so I always notice a pretty big difference when I have to go back to back. So here's my top set of the raw squats for the day. SI joint feeling a little bit better, still not recovered, but I was happy I was able to come in after what I did the day before and get a set of 3 in there. 3 total working sets. Then I went on to my shirted bench press. Working in a newer shirt here. Here was 761. This is the fastest I've ever moved these kind of weights before, so I need to get down and be able to touch my chest, but these things flew. 850 here for the top set. I came within about an inch of touching and just flew up. So that's my training for the week. Thanks for checking in and watching, and we'll see you next week.